cleared to return to football. 17 surgeries in 9 months, and here he is. Nick, how amazing is it to see not only Alex Smith up and walking, but cleared to play in the NFL again?
That second part, Jen, I did not think was ever going to happen again. It's one of the most horrific on-field injuries in modern NFL history. And for him to be able to come back and at least have a chance to play again is such a great story. This is a guy who I covered him and watched him, obviously, when he was playing for my Kansas City Chiefs. He's one of the best guys in the league, one of the most well-liked guys in the league, Mike. And seeing him be able to play again, being able to walk again is borderline miraculous. So I'm super happy for him, Mike.
Yeah, this is definitely a time that Alex can pop champagne and they can pop bottles, man, all night, because the road travel for this guy, I mean, was insane. And with his injury, we didn't think that he would make it back to playing. And I know Al personally and spent time with him in Kansas City. And this is just one of the best guys that you can be around. Certainly a guy who knows the game of football, but loves the game of football. And it couldn't have happened to a better person, so I'm excited to see him back.
We should mention that's on loop. He doesn't get sprayed with champagne every time he leaves his house. On to the Packers now. New best friends Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers playing some catch at practice. Look at that. Look at that tension between them. Look at the way they're just flinging the ball at each other with just animosity. Mike, all kidding aside, you expect any drama between these two this year?
No drama at all. I expect mentorship all across the board from Aaron Rodgers. Of course, for Jordan Love, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I see, and I've read that, it's been some particular plays that he's struggled with and things he struggled with as of right now. But that's cool for a young guy. He'll have Aaron Rodgers right there to help him get through. So no tension at all, man. I see nothing but love with these guys as time moves forward.
All right, moving on to some winning hands. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup competing in a one-handed catch drill at Cowboys camp, just in case all of Dak's throws are a little off this year. Nick, who's got the edge here, Cooper or Gallup?
Oh, I say Cooper, but Wilds, you thought my Dame Lillard take was an old man take. Buckle up for a way older man take. Oh, man, this makes me anxious. Someone's gonna jam a finger, break a finger. No. I'm worried that it was someone they're going to get hurt. I'm not going to say the gloves. Yeah. I just feel like that's a recipe for disaster, Wilds. Is you're going to have two wide receivers injured on the same play. Dislocated digits. Can't have that. Just makes me nervous. I'm just being honest.
Mike, just earlier in the show, Nick became 100 years old. So just buckle up for this next segment for him to give the oldest takes. I thought it was going to be a glove. You're a glove. Take the gloves off and catch the ball. No, you got no gloves in my day.
No, I was worried about it too. Here we go. Finally, this is not a drill. You want to see a catch? Odell Beckham Jr. looks in mid-season form. Watch him haul in a very impressive one-handed snag at Browns practice. Boom.
Oh, with a glove on.
Mike, how much fun would it have been being Odell's quarterback?
Oh, I would have loved a guy like Odell. I mean, you're talking about a guy with speed and size. The one-hand catches that he makes is something that every receiver can't do. So, when you can put a ball anywhere around the receiver and you know he's going to come up with the catch almost 60% of the time, it makes you very confident as a quarterback. And Baker Mayfield should be lucky and feel lucky to have a guy like Odell Beckham on the outside.
All right, speaking of Baker, quarterback Baker Mayfield's resume has been nothing shy of impressive. He won a Heisman. He said he broke a record. He's won on every level. But after his second season, where he struggled and where the Browns finished a disappointing 6-10, Baker admitted his lack of success weighed heavily on him last year. Take a listen to him.
I wouldn't say it's a poor me type situation, but I just going and having success all through high school and in college and having that standard so high, and then coming into just the past couple of years have been a roller coaster of emotions and not nearly as much success as I'm used to. So I would say I lost myself, not having that success, not finding out what was working. I think I tried different ways of, trying to have that success, and I didn't find it. So I lost myself in that, and I wasn't able to be who I am for these guys on the team. And I've told them that, and I told them that if I'm not doing that, hold me accountable. So just finding that, finding out I got to get back to the basics, like I said, and, establish myself in this new system and attack it.
So, Nick, what do you make of Baker Mayfield saying he lost himself a little bit last year?
Listen, I think this is a really positive sign. And shout out to Baker. That's the best his beard has ever looked. He looks great. He looks ready to go. But I also think that I think it's a positive sign because Baker last year failed for the first time, in his football career. And he is recognizing that because of that failure, this is the biggest year of his football career since he walked on at Texas Tech. Since he was just, one of many kids trying to find can I play Power 5 conference football even as a non-scholarship player? And so my advice for Baker, Michael, would be to make it as simple as possible. Why was he bad last year? He couldn't stop turning the ball over. 12 picks in his first 7 games, and he didn't get any better by the end. 8 picks in his final 5 games. He was a turnover machine. Because of the upgrades the Browns have had on both sides of the ball this offseason, and because of what their schedule is, a third of their schedule is Washington, the Giants, the Jags, and the Bengals. If you just don't make a mess of things, you're at 5 wins before the year starts. And so if he simply, at least early in the year, focuses on not screwing it up, I think by the end of the year, he could be surging. But I do think that the accountability is important, Mike, and I do think him recognizing the importance of this season for his future in Cleveland is critical because he has no business being top 3 in the NFL in interceptions. A quarterback that accurate should never deal with that like he did last year, Mike.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I think Baker just got caught up in him having to do everything himself, him having to put the team on his shoulders and carry the entire team. When you got guys like Landry and when you got Odell Beckham, on the outside, you got guys who can take the pressure off of your shoulders. But as quarterbacks, naturally, you feel if you're starting to lose, things not going well, you want to take it upon yourself to make sure everything goes right. And it's just not the way to play the game of football at the quarterback position. What Baker has to do is go back to the drawing board, get back to the basics. The way he played his rookie year and the way he finished his rookie season, go back and watch